I maxed the audio.
Oh my gosh. I'm not going to lie. I think she means we're on. Like, are we on?
Yeah, we're on.
Wow.
Oh, hi.
Welcome to Warm and Cozy Quilting.
Welcome.
Wow.
Sorry, fixed the microphone. We're good now.
I was nowhere near ready for that one.
Awesome.
I've got nothing ready to go.
I'm sorry. I thought you were ready.
It's all good.
It's 9:30. We should probably go.
Welcome to Warm and Cozy Quilting. I'm Jason.
Hi, I'm Sadie.
And behind the camera running it today, surprising us with the film, would be Miss Victoria.
Woo!
Hi, Victoria. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm so great.
Goodness golly. How are you doing today?
That was a surprise.
That was
good
startling.
morning. Good morning. Good morning.
That's how you start a Saturday. Get you on your toes.
Happy to be here.
I'm excited to be here, actually. It's been a long week.
Oh my gosh. But a fun week. An exciting week.
Ran off and did a thing.
Yeah, we left you all alone.
I was fine alone. I'm not too scared of that.
You did such a good job, by the way.
Right. And yes, Pam, happy May 4th. May the 4th be with you to all you sewers out there. Keep your quarter-inch squares, because that's the whole 4th thing, I guess.
Right.
Or just Star Wars. Maybe work on a Star Wars project today. That could be fun.
Awesome.
I think it'd be fun.
Very
I have no Star Wars fabric, but I know we have some in shop.
Yes.
We have some here. I don't have any.
I see.
I do not.
I was like, yes, we do.
I like the Stormtrooper fabric we have.
It's fun.
With the Darth Little Vader kind of hanging out in an occasional spot.
Yeah.
I love that my screen locks up on me occasionally. We're going to ignore that for a minute, though.
Oh, it is the Derby today.
Oh, yeah. So I know my father-in-law is watching that.
Yep.
Not us. Thank you, Danny.
Best of luck to those of you who are watching and
doing the horse gambling thing.
Yeah. Who have some stakes. I don't have any stakes. But good luck to those who do.
Wish I had steak, because I love steak.
Yeah.
Good steak.
Steak is good.
Man, you guys went to a steak place.
We sure did.
We're going to talk about that?
I don't know.
Maybe a little bit. It's fun.
We'll see.
It's fun. I love
I'll save the fun stories for the end if we have time. So you have to stick around.
Yeah,
Sorry.
absolutely. Hang around for a minute. So we're going to talk about H+H event y'all went to do and check out and see and have all that. So you want to know what H+H means? What is that all about? Why are we talking about it? Hit the share button. Go ahead. Tell your friends to get on and watch, because they're going to want to know this too. If you're in the quilty business or any sort of like crafty trade of any sort, you like needlepoint, you like crocheting, you like
handmade
words.
things.
If you know how to do that and you like the things, you want to know about this. So
H+H is a craft industry trade show.
Are you diving right into this already?
I'm sorry, was I not supposed to?
We have to say hi to people.
Oh, yes,
Sadie
you're right.
doesn't get to be on camera often
I'm
enough.
sorry.
She doesn't know the routine, guys.
I don't know how
Everybody
this
applaud
works.
for Sadie. Here we go.
I'll even clap for me, too.
Okay. First and foremost, I got to say good morning to everybody, because here's the thing. Wednesday's sale, it's tough doing it by yourself.
It is.
Sadie
hard.
does 1,000 things behind the camera, and one person trying to do it all at once. Train wreck. But you guys, awesome support. Thank you. I had the support the whole time. Thanks for buying when you bought.
Yes.
Made my life that much better. So I appreciate you all, first and foremost. So let's say hi. Good morning, Jackie. Hello.
Good morning.
And hello, Pam. Good to see you on as well.
Hello.
Hello, 2.0.
Hi, 2.0.
Thank you. You're the best. Glad to see everyone back. And Jason and Mark, thank you. Thank you so much.
Victoria's also saying hello, 2.0.
She is flapping her hands.
I just wanted to say I got your card and thank you. That was really thoughtful, and I appreciate it much.
I hope you heard that. She's very grateful. Thank you, 2.0. You are fantastic.
Yes.
We know that. Yes, Derby Day, May the 4th. Sadie, you got to meet Tula.
I did get to meet Tula. It was so fun.
Met Tula.
Very cool.
Didn't get a selfie.
Did not get a selfie. I didn't want to follow her.
What kind of fangirl are you?
I know.
Man, come on.
I should have tackled her, I guess.
Yes. Well, she got an entourage.
She did have an entourage with her, and I ran into her outside of Starbucks, so she was like not yet caffeinated, so I tried not to like,
that's fair.
really poke the bear
That's
in that situation.
I appreciate that.
And I wanted to be cool, like,
Oh, like nonchalant.
Yeah, like oh
Mm-mm.
yeah, fine, it's fine. I'm meeting Tula. I'm just so cool.
I'm
and
not.
calm about it.
I'm not that person. If
Yeah.
I'm that giddy about somebody, I'm taking a picture, whether
Yeah.
they know I am or not.
So we did not get a photo together. That was.
I mean, she's got cool glasses.
She does have cool glasses. But
Yeah.
yeah, Tula Pink told me she liked my glasses, so I was
cool.
like, great.
That was fun.
I can die happy now.
I love that. Don't die though. That's
I
not.
won't.
You got too much work to do.
Yeah, right.
Hello, Dolores, representing Southern Illinois. Yeah, and Joanne, both of you down there. Love you guys. Let's see here. Oh, stop jumping on me, silly.
Lucky
you were
to be
so
there,
lucky.
yes.
Yeah, I mean, right place, right time. Pretty
Yes,
nifty.
yes.
Pretty neat. Good morning, Sophia. Good to see you on. And hello, Joe. Nice to see you on.
Hello.
Jody. Miss Vicky Rust. Good morning. Hello. And thanks. I did great. Thanks. I know. Thank you. Good morning, Patty. Hello, Regina. 2.0 says you're welcome, Victoria. Sorry, I'm getting through the comments finally. And
my
Vicky
shirt. So this was not a plug, but I will plug them.
You're gonna plug it now. Okay.
So our friend from Belleville, her name is Lauren. She is a bag maker.
Mm-hmm.
Her website is moremeknow.com. She makes a lot of bag hardware and wonderful stuff. Anyway, she has great merch, great t-shirts. That's where this came from. So
that's nifty.
She's local. She's awesome. Go support her.
Okay. Also come support us, but here you go. I'll tap that out there.
Yes.
Moremeknow.com. But if you like bag making, like she's kind of the way to go.
She's got really great, I've used her zippers and her zipper pulls and her bag hardware, and it's all good stuff.
Nifty. Cool. Okay. Awesome. Good morning, Sandy. Hello. And again, don't be afraid to say hi. Also, as always, I'm gonna keep talking about this for a while, just to get us all in the tradition of doing it. If you're watching on the Facebook, those little reactions across the bottom, by all means, please use them.
It does help us a lot.
Because if we're not funny, I would like to know by way of a sad face.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't funny, Jason. Try harder. If I've made you mad, use the mad face as appropriate, or use the thumbs up or the hearts. There you go. All those actually really just help us out. Really know you guys are still there, because I have so much on my screen. I have no idea who's even out there anymore. So
plus, all the internet just loves any kind of engagement.
They do.
It always helps. So
did you
appreciate it?
Have you heard about the store that gets mad when somebody uses the mad face?
No.
Gets mad at the customer. Will kick them out of the group entirely.
Oh no.
Did you know you could do that?
No.
I will not kick any of you out unless you're a spam bot. Then I'll kick you out.
And it's so easy to accidentally click the wrong one.
Yeah.
I mean, that just seems...
Anyway, we don't do that here.
We don't have any lines in the sand.
Totally fine. Nah.
If you're mad, be mad.
If you're mad, be mad for a reason. Then maybe share with us. Maybe we can not do that again. Yeah. I probably will, though. I was discussing with Danielle this morning that I'm a professional at pushing buttons. I was talking about the coffee maker, but it also applies to other aspects of our relationship.
It does.
This is where you can use that like and react button. This is one of those moments. Anyway, all right. Wow, we got a lot to talk about today. You guys had a week full of stuff.
It was so much. I just keep telling everybody, I feel like my brain is so full.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been writing notes and trying to get it out of my head, but...
Everything that you encountered.
Yes.
It was 3 days. You guys went up Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And were there Wednesday, came home Thursday afternoon.
Correct.
Awesome. Before I go into any more, though, a couple things I need to make sure you guys are aware of. It is May.
It is May.
For those of you local that have your loyalty card, it is Free Fabric Month. We have a ton of fabrics have come in.
Mm-hmm.
We have a brand new line that came in from Editastar Laundry Basket Quilts called Joy.
It's so pretty.
There is a whole lot of not much left.
It's so, like, the colors are soft and wonderful, and it could be Christmas or it could not be Christmas, and it's just the best.
Right.
You got to come see it.
And then there's another one we just got from Riley Blake. Feed your soul.
Feed my soul.
Feed my soul. Feed somebody's soul.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you feed a soul, but apparently it's fabric.
Yeah, in blue and this, like,
teal,
tomato-y red and teal and green. Anyway, wonderful colors.
Beautiful line. You need to come in and get some. We have just, like, this much left of Tula's Roar.
Yes.
Like, It went so fast. We
It
do
did.
have a 1 yard bundle and a half-yard bundle still available in the shop, which has everything from the line.
Yes.
But I have people that the second I decide we're going to just break that apart, it will be pieced out rapidly.
Right.
But if you didn't have to get the whole collection and you would like the whole collection, that's how you do it.
Yes.
Come in and get it.
Who knew?
So,
Who knew?
I didn't know. I would not have expected the ravenousness of it all.
No,
it was crazy.
Who knew?
Also, I do have a Handy Quilter event coming up first week in June.
Yes.
I don't know that that's actually been posted yet,
It has not.
but I've got confirmation on who my educator is. It's going to be a 3-day event, so I'm going to have 2 days that are going to be more for new non-owners, and a third day is going to be very much educational, fun.
Those are always so fun, and every time we get in a new educator, they give us some new tip or trick.
Yeah.
So we always learn stuff. It's a great time.
I also don't think I'm going to have a limit on this class,
Oh, nice.
so we'll see how that pans out. Hopefully I have that out. If not today, it will be out first part of this coming week.
We have a couple of friends in this class right now that met at a Handy Quilter event,
This is true.
and now they're BFFs.
Come in, make friends, learn about a long arm, get yourself one.
Yeah.
By the way, Handy Quilter's month event, the special this month,
Yes.
you buy a long arm, you get a free sewing machine.
What?
It's a sewing machine giveaway. So Handy Quilter has a domestic sewing machine
Oh, yeah.
line that they sell. When you buy a long arm this month, you get one of the machines. If you buy the long arm and the Pro Stitcher, you get the next level machine, which is actually equivalent to like an HD9. It is a monster of a sewing machine. It's awesome. It's perfect for piecing.
That's so great.
If you're in need of a new sewing machine and also one long arm, this is the month to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, I do free shipping on long arms machine stuff when you buy them, so come see me.
You get a long arm, you get to upgrade your machine as well. Like,
And then all sorts of other fun stuff. Like
what a level up,
it is,
you know?
that's the way you do it right
Yeah.
there.
For sure.
So, anyway, okay. I think that's everything.
Okay,
I think. If there's more, I'll let you know later.
perfect.
Okay. All right. So tell me a little bit more. What in the heck is H+H?
Okay, so H+H is an industry, craft, handmade industry convention, conference,
Trade show type?
trade show type.
Okay.
So lots and lots of businesses show up, and
Okay.
it's a way for us to establish relationships with businesses we haven't worked with before,
Okay.
reconnect with businesses we already have a relationship with,
Smart.
and see all the new stuff that's coming out.
That's the best part.
That's the best part. So a little bit about H+H is it's actually it started as a German conference
Mm-hmm.
over in Cologne.
Cologne.
And so
fancy.
that's the parent or the main H+H, and that is the largest trade fair for the craft industry,
Yes.
the one in Cologne.
Mhm.
That's a little bit further. So
I've got some fun facts on it.
okay, great.
It takes place in March.
All right.
So if you decide you want to go check out this crazy thing with all the trade stuff and what's coming, what's new, you got to go to Cologne. That would be in Germany
Right.
in March. I don't have specific days for you. You also need to be a business like,
Right. It's not
Yes,
open
it's
to,
not open to
to the
general public.
consumer side, unfortunately.
but they have 429 exhibitors from 44 countries last year.
Wow.
So pretty big deal, pretty big worldwide, comes to one place, shows off what they got.
That's awesome.
27 of those 429 were from the United States,
Perfect.
which is
Yeah,
cool, which tells us that we have some really decent industry you guys here, because this is not something where you go to H+H as a business on small scale.
Right.
Like you're exporting quantities, making this worth everybody's time and effort.
Absolutely.
So that's a pretty good idea to know that that's happening. They had approximately 18,000 people visit for that show, 18,000 professionals, business owners, which is a huge turnout in my opinion.
The one in Germany.
The one in Germany. Still in Germany, in Cologne.
Still talking about Germany.
And one of the yarn companies there, so they cover a 400,000 square foot hall. So this is giant space they take up. One company took up a 3,345 square foot booth. That's more square footage than 3 of my houses together. And I have one house. That's a lot of square footage
Yeah.
for yarn.
That is a huge footprint.
I'm doing this wrong, apparently. I need yarn. Anyway.
Yeah, I would say that H+H in previous years, I think last year was really kind of the first year they brought a lot of the sewing into the convention.
Mm-hmm.
Traditionally, it was more yarn and wool, hand stitchery, that kind of focus. But since COVID, really, the quilting industry has changed. So the quilting industry, our big convention is usually Houston.
Yes.
So that also has a consumer side. So you may be aware of the Houston convention, and that takes place in the fall every year. And pre-COVID, there used to then be a one in the spring that we called Spring Market. But COVID kind of killed that one. It was always smaller, and that one would move around the country. So this is now sort of taking the place of what used to be Spring Market.
Right. Which is great, though, too, because it's all the trades, all the handcrafting stuff.
Exactly.
Which is a little more inclusive, so a much larger group of people can make it
absolutely
well worth the effort.
Well, and, there is a benefit to being able to see everything all at once. So you see, 20 different people that carry zippers. You talk to all of them. You figure out which one works best for you and for your customers, and that's who you go with.
Right.
So that's really cool to be able to do that. So really cool. That's kind of the evolution of H&H and how we got to where we are now.
Okay. Did you tell them what H&H stands for? Because that's a fun question we get here all the time.
I thought you did.
I don't know that I did. Did I?
I don't know. Go ahead and
raise your hand if I did. I don't know. H&H. H+H stands for handicraft and hobby. It does say handicraft. There is an I in there. I thought it was just handcraft and hobby, but it said handy with an I. Misprint, maybe? Internet? Who knows? Good morning, Diane. Good morning, Debbie. And hello, Pamela. Thank you for joining us.
Hello.
Hello. So anyway, that's what it means.
Yeah, so for the convention that we just went to in Chicago, there was over 400 exhibitors.
It's a lot.
So there was a ton of stuff to see. And they had over 60 different classes that you could take. And they had lectures and demos, and all of these industry people were there.
Yeah.
So it was really cool. The first day that we went was Product Academy.
Okay.
And so that really focuses on the education side of things, which I love that there is the supportive education part of the, it's not just like, hey, these are our wares, come buy them or don't. So we got to learn about lots of new products, new techniques, new things we're going to add to the business.
Yeah.
And just get new ideas and new inspiration. So
cool.
Between the three of us, because me, Mom, and Danielle all went, we were able to take 15 classes.
A lot.
These were little 30-minute presentations by different companies, and really get to know them better. And of course, the more we know about them, the more we can share with you all, strengthens the whole community.
Right, absolutely.
So it was really cool. And we get to establish those new relationships with somebody one-on-one in person. That's always better than a cold email or a phone call. It just feels much more personal.
Right. When a business calls here saying, hey, will you sell my stuff? Usually I say, yeah, they're all out of the office today. My lovely wife is out all the time.
She's very often in a meeting.
So many meetings. So many meetings.
I mean, Danielle is very busy. She does teach a lot of classes. We do have meetings. Like, is not always a lie.
We're just real prolific at gatekeeping.
But,
so
yeah. Sometimes, somebody wants to sell, I don't know, pens. And we're like, we don't need to talk to you. It's really okay.
But yeah, when you're in a setting like this, in business to business, you can walk up to somebody and you are approaching them. You see what they've got. You know that they're useful, or at least a reasonable, real business, not some rando trying to get money out of us so we'll never see a product.
Exactly. And also because, if certain companies are represented, then their competitors want to be represented as well.
Sure.
So it just adds to more and more participation in this convention. So,
which is cool. I mean, that's the way to go. If I'm going to be at a show, I know my competitor is going to be there. I expect to have to compete for business.
Right.
So that's great for the consumer side, because even being business owners, still consumers.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a whole food chain here. So I want the best deal, so I give you the best deal. So it actually works out for everybody, including the guys that can't make it there.
Absolutely. And I am a full believer in competition makes everybody better,
Yeah. Keeps you on your toes.
For sure.
Absolutely. Up your game a little bit.
Healthy competition, I should say.
Yeah, absolutely. If it gets unhealthy, then you need to work out a bit more.
So it's really cool that a lot of the designers and big industry giants are invested in this convention. That kind of gives it a lot of weight and importance behind it.
Yeah.
So very well supported convention.
Okay, very cool.
So the Tuesday, the Product Academy classes.
So there were 60 classes available. You guys were only able to take 15, but that's because
Yes.
they do a block of 5 at a time.
Correct.
And so 3 of you had to split up.
Yes.
So that's, if you're wondering the math on that, how come you didn't make all 60? They're dedicated. They tried.
We did try. We did try.
Also, of those 60 classes, not all of them pertain to anything we actually even do at this point.
Right, because a lot of it is still very yarn knitting based. And of course, nothing wrong with that. That's just not a business avenue that we are
Right.
interested in. One thing that I skipped over that I'm going to go back is another reason to attend these is based on the way that local quilt shops buy fabric. So
Yeah.
a lot of the fabric companies will release their offerings for the next quarter or for the next 6 months. So you're buying fabric many months ahead of time, and you buy it on cards. So we see it on paper first with most companies. Some companies have it printed on strike-offs. So theoretically, you could attend H+H in May and order then, and then attend Houston in the fall and place those orders. And that could be how you do all of your ordering if you wanted to do it that way.
All at one time. Wow, that's smart. I wouldn't have to have people in here.
Right. The other way you do it is you make, because there's so many different fabric companies and distributors, then you're making appointments with the rep for that company, the rep for this company, the rep for this company. Now some reps do represent multiple companies, so it's not like you have to make 20 different appointments, but
Right.
so that's just some, behind the curtain how we shop as a business for the things that we can provide for you.
I'm going to expand on that a little bit too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just because here's the thing. So, for example, we have the super fun guy. His name's Mark. He represents several different product lines.
Hi, Mark. We love
Hi, Mark.
you.
If you're watching, several different product lines, and we'll see him probably 3 times in the course of a year. Okay.
We're gonna see
He
him
comes
in
in
meetings.
with piles and piles of options. So, like even one line, say Northcott, he's going to come in with 20 different lines.
Yes.
I am not ordering all of them. Even if you're watching, Mark, no, it's not happening. And so of all the ones, he's got tons to choose from.
Right.
And then I have somebody else, Kim, who comes in with a whole nother set of lines. And that's a week or 2 later. And now I made a decision here with Mark, and now I've got Kim, and I'm like, oh, I want that, but I have a budget. Sorry, I have a budget. It's real. So when you're at a place such as this,
Yes.
H+H or Houston Market, as a retailer, being able to go see these more in a shorter time frame and properly spend my money the way I want to, it's actually not a bad decision.
Right. And just think about it this way. Maybe you want to carry a sewing line. Every company is going to have their version of a sewing line with notions and scissors and machines and whatever. So if you are at a convention like this, you can see everybody's offering for the sewing line, and then you're getting the best one.
Right.
Where if you're making these appointments with individual reps, you may be like, oh, this is great, and you commit to it, and then you see a better one later, and you're like, dang it, I would have ordered this one if I had seen it first.
Right. Yeah. So Deborah says you can see fabric on paper. What was the other way to see fabric? So some lines, such as Moda and
Yes.
QT, will bring in fabrics that are print. Like
Yes.
on fabric, ready to go. Like if you were to take this from them, that sample from them, and chop it up, you could make a quilt. They won't let you do that. But
so, yeah, I realized that when I explained that, I kind of I did not go deep enough. I'm sorry. Let me back up a little bit. So the way that we order fabric is we have to order it several months in advance, because the way that fabric is printed is so the designers design it. It gets printed out often on cards or on what is called a strike-off, which is where they will do one printing or limited printing to be able to show people. Often the colors aren't quite right. The scale might not be quite right. And they'll make adjustments from those strike-offs, but you kind of get the main gist from strike-offs. Then once they take all the pre-orders from all of the local quilt shops all over the country, they determine how much they need to print. They'll print, X percentage extra, and then they distribute it out to everybody. So that's why sometimes we're ordering off paper, and paper sometimes it's just difficult to really know what it's going to look like on fabric. So that's why I mentioned that sometimes we're ordering off paper.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit different than being able to order when you're seeing the actual fabric. You can touch and feel and see how those colors are truly going to be represented.
Right.
So
good information. Hope that was overwhelming for you, but we're not done. There's still more about H&H.
So
Hold
much.
on. Moving on.
So
you talked to some sales reps.
Yes.
Did all that.
Yes.
Okay.
But first day was Product Academy. We did all the classes. We took classes on inventory and merchandising stuff. That's not exciting. We did some on marketing stuff. Also not exciting, but important information.
Never exciting, but necessary.
Then we got to take some classes with specific designers. So we got to learn about how their design process, what their inspiration is, how they, plan for an entire collection. And
Kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, it is really
Who was
cool.
that?
So I got to sit in on two.
Okay.
Both of them were Riley Blake designers.
Okay.
This is my next part, but this is what I like to call the name drop segment.
Oh, are we diving into name drop? I don't want to do that. Hold on. Because you have this section here still you want to get through. So we'll name drop in a minute. I got a little excited. I wanted to know who. You'll find out in a minute.
But the other things that we wanted, or that we were able to go see, is some hand stitchery, some embroidery, some bag making, and some paper piecing. All of which are things that we kind of dabble in, but we definitely want to dive in more and be able to bring those things to Warm and Cozy. So you'll be seeing more of those things popping up in the shop going forward.
It's exciting. Okay.
So now, I was going to just kind of all at once tell you everybody that we met, saw, name drop everybody.
Put your seatbelts on. If you're driving, pull over.
So from Riley Blake, I did two of the Product Academy classes. One was Beverly McCullough, and the other was Jalili Studios.
Flamingo Toes.
Flamingo Toes.
What does that mean?
That is the name of her business. And
do flamingos have toes?
They do. That's a fun fact. They actually do have toes.
I need to Google this.
And so her
I always thought they had webbed feet like a duck.
I mean, I did not go to look at a flamingo after meeting her to verify.
I'm gonna have to send an email to the Better Business Bureau. I think I was falsely advertised to.
But yes, Flamingo Toes, Beverly McCullough of Riley Blake. And Jalili Studio. She does a lot of paper piecing. She had a lot of great information about paper piecing.
I've heard the name Jalili before. Have we had anything involving with her at some point?
She has some specific notions that are great for paper piecing.
Okay.
She makes a starch brush, which I was like, oh, Danielle needs that.
A starch brush?
Uh-huh. For your seams, like she already kind of does with the...
Yeah.
Anyway, this would probably be better. It's specifically designed. She has some great thimble dots that just stick on your finger, kind of like those leather dots, but anyway, really cool.
That's fun.
So she's got some great notions and stuff that is really helpful. Also some paper that is kind of like freezer paper, but it's more reusable for foundation paper piecing. The more I know about foundation paper piecing, the more dangerous I'll be, because I got a little bit, but I don't fully understand.
I like the idea of foundation paper piecing. It's definitely something I have not messed with a lot, but you get a lot of cooler stuff out of it when you know what you're doing.
Yes. So I did want to mention, I also saw Quiltony, who is the fabric designer who does pattern designer who does the pixel patterns that we carry.
Yeah.
We were able to see her. We also drove by, we did not talk to him, but we did see Scott Fortunoff, who is the president of Jaftex, one of the fabric companies. We were driving by and we decided we
on the road.
We weren't going to roll down the window and catcall him from the road.
I'm going to tell you now, the conversation was had in the car that they were going to.
We did think about it.
But they stopped.
We were kind of...
I don't know who the voice of reason was. I know it was my wife. But...
Yes. So, okay, here's the real thing.
Can't call it Fortunoff.
My mom, Debbie, I love her.
Hi, Debbie.
But she is a different personality than me and Danielle. Okay, Danielle and I are hardcore rule followers.
Yes.
And we're like, if this is what you tell me it is, that's what we're going to do. Okay, and my mom is just like, it'll be fine. Let's just, She's a lot more laissez-faire about things than we are. So, like when we were at Product Academy taking these classes, they were on either end of this, conference center. It's very large. So there was a lot of walking. The whole time was a lot of walking. But she found this little shortcut where you could go underneath a curtain.
She saved herself a whole lot of steps.
Me and Danielle would
applaud
never.
her for this.
Me and Danielle would never. Okay, there's a curtain. I'm not supposed to go there.
That's not a brick wall,
I'll just
guys.
walk all the way
Just walk
around.
through it.
Anyway, so we're very different personality types. So we see Scott Fortunoff and we're like, oh, should we holler? And Mom is ready to be like,
Rolling
yes.
down the windows, hanging out.
We're gonna catcall Scott Fortunoff. And me and Danielle are like, no, don't do it.
I mean, he's from the New York area, so he's probably used to being catcalled at, I'm sure, right?
Probably. And
He's
he is like a
professional,
minor
it's fine.
celebrity, so I'm sure. he's
Minor?
getting it.
Like-
well, yeah.
Name one other president of a fabric line or business
Sure.
that you can name.
I
and
just
have
mean
seen.
minor in that he's a celebrity in the hobby
quilting
world,
world.
not like your average person on
I guess
the
if I
street.
walk up to somebody on the street, you know who Scott Fortunoff is? They're going to say,
No.
what?
But I've always said like that would probably be the best level of celebrity where you get to like go to a convention
And people
you're
know you.
famous for a weekend and then you
Yeah.
get to go home and you can still
Nobody
like
knows you.
go to the grocery store and take your trash out like
No
a normal person.
paparazzi.
Yeah.
You're like, just this level, not this level.
Yeah,
popular.
I think that would be awesome.
I mean, Danielle's been called out at, a show before.
Yes. Low level
Very
celebrity.
high, like
Like it.
just above the blades of grass. Like, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, anyway.
We were able to meet Gudrun, who is the designer of the stripology ruler.
Yes.
Danielle is a certified stripology ruler. She's met and worked
So
with
did
her
you
and
actually get to
studied
meet her
under
then? Okay.
But yes, I got to meet Gudrun also.
Okay, very cool.
So that was cool. I got to meet Tula
you
Peen.
got to meet
We already
Tuliping.
talked about
Yeah.
that. We also got to meet and speak with Seth Apter.
Which is super cool. by
He
the
is
way.
a designer for Free Spirit,
Mhm.
and we carried his line Storyboard, which was his very first line out the gate. He's a mixed media artist.
Right. I think we may have a little bit of his stuff left yet.
Yeah, we
I
do.
think. So,
Friends with Tim Holtz, very much same kind of look if you're familiar with Tim Holtz.
yep.
And he could not have been nicer. He was so sweet.
Yeah.
And he is super excited that we took a chance on him
Yeah.
and that we like his stuff and is totally down to collaborate. So we may do something with Seth in the future.
Hope so. That'd be fun.
He's the best.
That'd be super cool. Love that.
And we also met Jason Yenter
Okay.
and Annie of By Annie's Bag Making.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah. And
you had a class by Annie.
I did.
By
I
Annie.
had a class from Annie of By Annie, but also then we went and saw them in the booth at their in the exhibition hall.
Yeah. Very cool.
And she was really wonderful too.
Very cool. All right, so I'm going to address some comments here real quick, just
Yeah.
because I can. Dolores sounds like some hand sewing projects and love making bags. So yeah, that idea of looking at some of these other things and possibly bringing in is awesome. Love that. Diane and her daughter got to meet Tula at Missouri Star back in March. She was there for a big to do. She is fun and sweet.
She
I would
is fun and
assume.
sweet. She
Love
was
that.
so nice.
Very nice. Deborah loves paper piecing. As a matter of fact, quilted 3 of your projects. Yes, we have, and they were awesome. You did great work with those. Your mom's thinking comes with age. Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I look forward to those days when I can just don't care. The world's in so much trouble. That's all I'm going to say. 20 years from now, the world's in danger.
Yes.
Jackie, masculine line. Yes, that is for sure. His line is definitely easily masculine. There's not a lot of floral or anything like that to it. Very modern-y, but also has that like distressed look.
Kind of graphic, has some text in it. Very
If
cool.
you need to make a quilt for a guy, I would strongly recommend checking out Storyboard from Seth Apter. Again,
Yes.
super great.
We
Color
are
wise.
also getting his next line.
When does that come in?
August. Great.
Really?
This piece of paper
Oh,
tells me.
look, you have a piece of paper.
So this is his next collection that's coming out.
Is that his? Oh, I thought that was Tim Holtz for a half a second there. Oh.
I'll kind of give you a sneak peek. That's what it looks like.
That is so cool. And we're getting the whole line.
Yes.
Oh, I
So,
love that
When
one.
did you say it comes out?
August.
August, which is the same time frame as the All Illinois Shop Hop, which we'll be participating in again this year. So excited.
Yes.
Okay, very cool.
I have all kinds of things here I could show, but
Okay.
we'll do that at the end if we have time.
You want to do that at the end? Okay, that's fine. So you got to see all these cool people.
Yes.
Now you have here notes about establishing new relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Are we doing this now? Is this when this is happening? Or is there anything else you want to cover before we get into this exciting information?
So I kind of told you guys about, going to the classes and stuff on Tuesday.
Right.
Wednesday was when we actually got to walk the exhibition floor. And we made good plans, but you know what they say about plans.
They're awful.
They don't always work out.
No. I don't think that's actual phrasing of
It's
that,
not.
but paraphrased.
So we went on Wednesday. We're like, we're just, there's going to be so many booths. Let's just get the lay of the land, figure out where everything is. We'll start having some conversations. Then we'll all come back Wednesday night, compare notes, make decisions. And then Thursday we'll go and we'll actually do our buying,
Sounds like a really good plan.
Did not happen that way.
No, okay.
Did not happen that way.
When you're in the moment and you see something, what do?
You buy it.
You buy it. You do it. We do it. They did it. That's how it works.
Mom found someone who sells interfacing she wants to try. Bought a whole bolt of interfacing. Was walking around the whole show with a bolt of interfacing under her arm. I mean, we did crazy stuff.
That's okay. That happens sometimes. You got to do it.
But this does mean that we have new relationships with new companies because we're going to be bringing new things to Warm and Cozy.
Now, hold on. Before you do that, I know we have a 10-second delay. So I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to guess what she picked up on. Let's do that. Basically, I'm going to ask them what we think we're getting.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I'm doing.
Eagle-eyed followers may have noticed in photos that we posted this week that me and Mom were sitting at a booth with...
Yeah, a particular thing.
With some things.
I saw it, and that's how I knew this conversation happened. I didn't actually find out this was a conversation till yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
But if you saw it in the picture, you were probably like, oh, why are they there talking to that person? Anybody know? Anyone want to guess? Go ahead and guess. I'll give you the time. Go ahead.
It's a much asked for item.
It is.
For us.
We're going to see how this turns out. I bet somebody has an answer.
I bet they do.
I'm sure they do. And they may not. The whole delay fighting with Facebook and the internet algorithms are awful, but I'm going to give it just another second. Oh, that's a good guess. Laura Heine.
That is a good guess.
We have not, this is not one of them, but she does some really cool collage quilt stuff.
She does. We've carried her collage. I don't know if she was there. Lori Holt was there.
Was Lori Holt there? I love her stuff.
I don't know if Laura Heine was there.
Yeah. Oh, is that? Oh, you got the answer there. Oh, you didn't talk about seeing this one while they make guesses. This guy here.
Yeah.
You should have talked about that because that was from Tuesday.
Yeah, it's on my list.
You're there? Oh, there's more things.
Yeah.
Oh, Jason doesn't read very well. Lori Holt, we got the Lori Holt. We've done Lori Holt. We carry her as often as we can.
Yep.
Love her. Yeah.
And she did a great talk about adding in crochet and yarn into quilting.
Oh, okay.
We were not able to attend, but she was there. That was what she was doing. Because she also does all of that, and it's nice because then her yarn and stuff matches her zippers and all of her notions. And,
that's smart.
Yeah.
Kind of spectrum of stuff there.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. We won't tease you anymore.
Stop teasing. Stop teasing. Go ahead. Tell them what it is.
We are going to start carrying Shannon Cuddle. This is a brand of Minky backing. And Fuzzy. I say backing, but
Fuzzy.
We found out you can absolutely piece with it.
Can you really?
Look at this cute
that is an octopi. Stuffy
that is made out of Minky.
What?
How awesome is that?
The kid was not made of Minky. That would be weird.
Yeah, that would be weird.
So, Cuddle. Okay.
Cuddle.
Huh.
So, if you want a soft, fuzzy
I don't know how I feel about this.
On your quilt as opposed to your standard cotton,
okay,
you can have Cuddle.
So, for those of you that are sitting there thinking, ooh, I love that, I love using it, or you long arm and you're like, oh, Lord, I don't want to deal with that, let me tell you right now, it's fine.
It is fine.
I've done so many quilts, myself, Danielle, Kelly, with Minky/Cuddle backing.
Yes.
It is not as big of a deal as the world makes it out to be.
Right.
And when you have that fuzzy, awesome, squishy feeling, oh my gosh, it's amazing.
It is.
I am kind of excited about getting it. I'm not excited about the fuzz that it generates.
Okay. We're going to call it Cuddle Dust.
Cuddle Dust.
We're not calling it fuzz.
It's not fuzz, it's Cuddle Dust. Sorry.
Also, what we've learned is that Cuddle is not as stretchy as some other Minky brands.
Oh, really?
So it is less of a nightmare for your long armor, which is great. Also, we learned that, yes, it does shed when you cut it. However, it's like getting your hair cut. When you get your hair cut, you have all those little bits of your hair that is in your shirt,
Jason
and it's
dust.
kind of itchy and all of that. But it sheds to a point. And once you get rid of you take your shower, then it's fine. It's over.
Yeah.
So
look at all the colors.
just get a
Holy
little hand back
balls.
and zoop, and then you're done.
Oh, okay. Do I have to make that noise when I do it?
Yeah, you do.
Oh.
It's
Oh,
part of the process.
that's how that works out.
So we are getting 90-inch wide for backings, solid minky.
Nice.
And then we will be getting some prints and kits
Okay.
coming in a little bit later.
Okay.
So this has been a much anticipated, much asked for item.
Do we know a time frame for that one? Roughly?
I mean, it was at once, but
Okay,
at
so
once,
relatively soonish.
yeah.
I would say within the next couple weeks, we hope to see that in here then?
Yes.
Okay. We're not
Anytime
saying
that
like
you're
August.
starting a new wholesale account, there is some vetting that has to be done. And
Oh,
then
yeah, setting up
you have to
accounts,
wait.
wholesale stuff.
Yeah, and we have to wait for the warehouse to pack it and ship it and mail it. So it's not like it'll be here tomorrow, but it will be here very,
coming.
very soon.
That's
It's
kind of
coming.
exciting. I'm kind
coming.
of excited. Where are we
Yeah.
going to put it?
That's the first question that everyone has asked us.
How many different ones are we getting? How many comes with that? Do you know? Because I think the price point I was told that we were doing, my brain says that that's going to be like 15.
Yeah, I think we're
That's a lot.
We're in the 13, 15, somewhere in there.
That's a lot.
Different colors.
I don't know where. Okay.
It's
So here's what's
okay.
going to happen.
We took a
When it
class
gets
on
here,
merchandising.
we're going to let you know when it's here. And then before it even hits the floor, I need you all in here just buying it all so I don't have to worry about that. How about that?
Yes.
Yeah?
I see Paula says it makes a warm jacket.
Oh, that'd be cool. Warm. That'd be warm.
What was nice is they actually gave us all scarves that are made out of cuddle. So they make good scarves, jackets. You can make a whole cloth quilt with them. You can make little stuffies. So anyway, it's going to be totally
I think
great.
Danielle said also they told her how you can use it to make the binding
Yes.
also, which
Right.
I was kind of surprised by. I'm going to wait till we have it and maybe we can use a quick video or something on that just because that's always a question.
Absolutely.
Can you use this for the binding? Well, apparently the answer is yes.
And if you're someone who doesn't do the quilting yourself and we do it for you, Mom was there. She asked all the right questions about binding with it. So Mom is down to bind with Minky
Cool.
/ Cuddle.
Very awesome. That's
So-
actually probably the most exciting part of all of this.
Yes.
Is the cuddle.
Yes.
So, and they do. I think every time we see a couple fabric lines when they have a print
Mm-hmm.
on a Minky line, it's on Shannon Cuddle.
Yes.
So they're kind of involved with a lot of different.
They do a
lines.
lot of print cuddle as well, but usually those are only 60 wide, approximately.
Okay.
But they do solids and up to 90. So they make great quilt backs. But like I said, you can also whole cloth them, use them for all kinds of stuff.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Real exciting.
So that's coming.
Love that. Okay.
We also worked with our new friends, So Steady.
Okay. Y'all know those guys. You've heard of them.
They make the extension tables for machines.
Mhm.
So right now we're a Janome retailer.
We are.
Janome makes extension tables for several of their machines,
Mhm.
but unfortunately not all of them.
Yeah, like the little red guy, which I have one in stock. You need one, come buy one because I have them today.
Yeah,
But it doesn't come with an extension table, which is kind of sad.
right.
But they make one.
They make one. So Steady makes one.
Wow, that's fun.
Yeah, so we can get those in.
Cool, cool.
So if you have an odd size machine, they will still make a extension table for you.
Yeah, that's cool.
So definitely, give us a call. We'll reach out to our friends there and we'll get it for you.
Okay, that sounds awesome. Do we carry the Funky Friends patterns? I'm going to say no.
I have not heard of them.
I just looked it up. They're cute little stuffy animal looking things, but I think where she's going with that is if you make cuddle with are those with cuddle?
Oh.
Those would be the coolest stuffy animals ever.
Okay. Well, I appreciate look.
Thank you, Jackie. We're going to take that into advisement. I'll put that in my hat. I'll get that later.
The reason that we got cuddle is because people ask for it all the time. So if there's something that you want us to carry, please ask us. Please tell us what you love because there were over 400 people at this convention. We could not talk to every booth.
Right.
And who knows if they were even present. But there are always things that are not on our radar and we need to know. So
yep.
anyway, appreciate you asking. We will think about it.
Yeah.
Put that into advisement.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Good deal. Dolores sees a visit to our shop. Look, Dolores, Southern Illinois is big, but you get like 4 or 5 friends and you cram them into that car and say, all right, pay me $20 if you want to get out the door, and then drive here, because then they got gas money. You hold them hostage. Wait till you're driving before you demand the money, first off. If you're stopped, they'll just get out.
Right.
So, and then you got gas money, you come here, everybody gets out. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
And get yourself some cuddle, take it back to Southern Illinois. We are Southern Illinois, by the way. I
Yes.
say all this jokingly for those of you that don't understand where we're at reference-wise. We're just outside of St. Louis, Southern Illinois. Like to Paducah is like 2 hours from us. So it's a drive, but it's not the worst thing ever. That's right, Debbie. Road trip. Woo!
And Deborah, the paper piecing company that we liked was Jalili Studios.
Jill Lilly.
Jill Lilly Studios.
Just spell Jill with I-L-L-Y.
Correct.
Jill Lilly. There's a lot of syllables happening there.
We
All right.
also got to meet Lee Chapel Monroe, who wrote this book, Color Basics.
Oh, is
for
that who that
Makers.
is?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
And she even autographed them for us. Mine's personalized. You can't really see
so
it.
cool.
There it
It's
is.
there.
But this is all about how to work with the color wheel and with the rainbow and how to really use color in your projects. And like, of course, the book is spiral bound, which is wonderful. It's got all kinds of great information, colorful pictures. So we want to take some of the things that we've learned from her talk and from diving into this book and do, some sort of color club or
Who
anyway.
out there struggles with picking colors for their next project?
Sometimes it is so hard.
It can be difficult. This is actually a great way to kind of learn that. So she
Absolutely.
had some great ideas too for like doing classes or little club things.
She
So again, all this is new information. We got to figure out how to make that into a thing. I would expect that to come sooner than later though, because that
Yes.
is super exciting.
But this is definitely development stage. Not going to be next week, going to be down the road, but something we're really excited about. So we will also be stocking these books soon. So if you see this and love this, check with us here in a couple weeks and we will be able to get this to you.
Oh, are we going to get those books?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Love it. I love it. It's so exciting. Okay. Last thing you want to talk about from your 3-day crazy fiasco stuff.
Yes.
What do you have here?
I was just going to talk about some of the things that some of the other things that we chose to invest in while we were there. One thing that we are so excited about that was announced at
Aside from the
H+H,
cuddle?
aside from the cuddle,
Oh, that's? Oh.
is we got to hang out with our friend Gudrun at
Yeah.
Stripology, and she is releasing in 2024 a case for your carrying case for your Stripology rulers.
Oh, how many of you have gotten your big old XL ruler and tried to find a bag or find something to transport that bad boy to retreat or to class or to whatever, and the whole time you're just terrified that you set something on top of it? You know how excited I am about this?
Listen,
I am so excited.
I am spoiled. Okay.
Yes.
I started quilting after Danielle found out about the Stripology ruler. It is like literally pretty much the only ruler I use.
Right.
When I moved a couple years ago, I was so strict. I'm like, anyone that touches this ruler has to carry it with 2 hands. Okay. It is like, it is expensive. The XL ruler is
It is.
not something I want to pay to replace.
Yeah.
My dishes, I'm like, it's fine. Throw them in wherever. This ruler, 2 hands, has to go here. Lay it
It's
flat.
your only job. Do not pick something else up.
Strict rules,
Straight
right?
to the room.
If I had a hard case to carry them in,
How great would
I
that
wouldn't have
be?
to stress about it.
I'm so excited about it.
So, pre-sale should be late summer, early fall,
It's coming, guys.
and they should be out before Christmas. I can
So-
show you a little sneak peek.
That's so
And
cool.
you might also see under my hand that there is
New
a
book?
new book coming out in summer of 2024.
I love her books. She does such a
Stripology
good job with them.
quickies. So they're going to be quick, fast, and easy.
Mm-hmm.
You know how, if you've used the Stripology rulers or used her patterns, you know how she is so creative on your piecing and cutting to make it super fast and easy. So I can't wait to see her new patterns in her new book.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be
It's
fantastic.
going to be awesome.
Look forward to that one. So for sure, the case thing, like hands down, Best thing ever.
Best thing ever.
Best thing ever. Love it.
We also got to see Tula's line that is coming out in October, Untamed.
What?
So
Are we getting that one?
We are.
Oh, that's the. Can we
It's
show
got
it? or
rainbow.
no?
Yeah, of course.
I'm sure they can probably. All
We are not getting the full collection of Untamed.
we're not?
We kind of picked
Whoa, we're just doing the
colorways.
houndstooth, huh?
But look at how beautiful this is. And you can see that rainbow houndstooth in there.
This one right here is
Oh
the
my
only
gosh.
reason we're getting it.
Obsessed.
Because Danielle loves houndstooth.
Obsessed.
That's pretty though. I like the colors in that.
So-
So this is what, mostly floral, not really any other
Yeah.
small animal or character feature.
Correct. Just really big, beautiful florals.
Okay.
And
I like
just
the color.
some great kind of geometric-y prints.
Mm-hmm.
Really lovely.
Yeah, so for those of you, and I've talked to a couple people this week that love the idea of Tula, but sometimes don't like the content, be it the small animals, the, whatever that feature is. This is going to be that line that is going to be awesome because just floral is
Sure.
great.
One important thing to know, well, two things. First off is it's actually not our next Tula line that's
It is
coming
not.
in because we are getting the Tabby Road Deja Vu collection in summer. I want to say June, July.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing to note is that Untamed has neon pigment. So these colors are going to be bright, 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 bright.
And we're not
Tula
getting the
always
whole
does
line.
bright, but it will be super bright.
Can we change our order to do the whole line?
Of course we can change our order. We've got a Juicy Juice line that's coming in
Oh, do we really?
2025. Yeah,
Oh,
February.
fun.
So we have
That's
more
awesome.
Juicy Juice coming later this year also.
Okay.
But we'll have some coming in February of next year. We're going to do...
Does that say what I think it says? When did this come about? What is that? You got to tell us. Tell more. Tell more.
We also met with our friends Liberty Fabrics.
What?
And we have some Liberty Fabrics coming in November.
Liberty. Not the same. Two different things.
Though Liberty of London, they're
Yeah.
UK-based fabrics. They're
Do we
just
have anything
beautiful.
image-wise on that here or no?
Uh-uh.
No? Okay, that's sad.
Is the carrying case hardback? Yes, it is hard-sided, so you can fly with them.
Yeah, you don't want
have
soft
to be
when
so
moving a stripology ruler.
right. You don't have to be delicate, and it will hold all the rulers. It also will hold a project. It's got mesh pockets and
I can tell you right now,
Velcro, and it's awesome.
this information may have been known by an individual in this building since about September of last year. I can tell you now that there was no way this was going to be done any way other than hard case, protect the rulers. Like,
Yes.
keep it safe.
And I do want to tell you, you're probably going to want to budget for it. It is not going to be, because it is hard plastic, it's not going to be cheap.
Doesn't matter. I
Put
will
it
pay
on
the
your
price.
Christmas list.
That stress you had for shifting and moving that thing.
Oh my gosh, of course, I would pay
it's-
anything
yes,
for that.
Absolutely. Worth it.
We are also going to be starting in October doing a Tim Holtz subscription. So every
Ooh.
month we'll be getting in 10 new bolts from Tim Holtz, all in a colorway.
And that'll be starting for 2025? Or
That starts October this year.
Oh, we are starting it this year.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's fun.
So these are the first 3 colorways. There's like a kind of orangey one, a pink one, and a red one.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, okay. I was like, Victoria is making, so you can kind of see some of the
those
prints
colors are awesome.
that are coming. Oh, I gotta go this way. They will all work together. They, you can mix and match between the different colors. We will probably do a subscription service with these. But again, still in development, not fully determined at this point.
Wow, that's cool. I like that idea.
And we're gonna get the next step after line because he's wonderful and we
And
love
you showed
him.
that,
And I did
which
show
I
that
love
already.
that one. That's pretty neat. So,
Yeah.
wow, that's kind of that was a useful event. It sounds like.
Yeah, so that's all my
Good time.
announcements and teasers. I know this was a ton, but we're so excited right now because this
Yeah.
is all new for us. So we have to share that excitement.
Right. And I know there were other fun stories that came from all that.
So many stories.
I didn't get to the steakhouse answer story, but that's okay. It was still fun and still entertaining.
It was very fun.
Maybe one of these days you'll be in a class with Danielle and she'll tell you.
Yeah. Or
Because-
come in and see us and ask us about the steakhouse
Right.
or whatever.
Ask them, not me. I wasn't there. If I'm telling you the story, you're doing it wrong. Like, I could tell a great story. It helps if I was actually there, though. So
Yeah.
that's not the case for this. So.
Well, and one of the things that I had said too was just, I'm the baby. Danielle and I, there's 13 years apart between us. if you don't know, we're a family business.
Yeah.
I should back up even further. So my mom, my sister, you're my brother-in-law, your mom works
My mom
here.
works here.
We're all family.
My daughter works here. It's a whole family affair.
But because I am the baby, when we did vacations, I was either, an infant or we did a lot of camping when I was young. So we haven't really had like a family trip, especially not as we're all adults.
Yeah, yeah.
And so it was just
cool for
really
you to get
cool
away.
just to, spend some time, just me, Mom, and Danielle
Yeah,
kind of hanging
it
out.
was awesome
So,
actually.
yeah.
Glad that
We
happened.
got some Chicago style pizza. It was a
One
good
more
time.
person you guys met, not you guys, Danielle. Met a very interesting and special person. Her name is Anne. She is up in Northern Illinois, and she owns a quilt shop.
Oh, I met her too.
Did you get to meet her?
Yeah.
I heard she was a lovely person.
She's so nice.
Super sweet. Her last name happens to be Warman,
Yes.
and her shop is named Warman Cozy. We found out about this. There was a bit of like terrified take back. Oh no, there's another Warman Cozy in Illinois.
Right. It's going to be confusing.
It's not confusing.
It's not really confusing.
So
And she's a lovely, reasonable person. So
yeah.
if you ever get confused, you're still going to end up in a wonderful place.
If you're in, exactly. So either Warman Cozy is awesome to visit, but we're in Southern Illinois, and no affiliation.
Right.
There's no franchising or anything like that. Just coincidental that she
Yeah.
married into that name, and it was a great name. Works out really wonderfully for her. So,
Yeah. We got to do some awesome networking. I didn't even really get to touch on that.
Did you happen to ask her if she's doing the Illinois Shop Hop this year? The All Illinois Shop
I
Hop?
didn't.
I hope she does.
I hope she does
That'd
too.
be kind of nifty.
One thing that's cool is H+H has like a thing in their app where you can exchange contact information.
Yeah.
So we have all of her contact
Oh, fun.
information. So I could reach out.
You should just see if she's doing it, because I think that'd be cool for her to do. Because then you could have Warman Cozy North, Warman Cozy South, two different names, but still fantastic fun.
We also ran into our friend Kelly from Oh So Personal. So that was really fun.
That's cool.
We were like, oh man, we could have.
She was there. I saw some posts that she had out, her shop had out, but
Yeah.
I mean, anytime you have one of these shows, like everybody that has a shop needs to be there for information. So
Yeah,
it's worth
absolutely.
the effort. So
And the more quilt shop owners go, and the more the quilting world supports the convention, the more the vendors will come. So it's all a cyclical
yeah,
relationship.
totally awesome, completely worth it. So, all right, well, that was a lot of fun information.
So much.
I appreciate you sharing that.
Yes.
Danielle would have been here for this seat as well, but she's teaching a class today, so obviously that didn't work out. But if you want more fun information, come in and say hi. Again, today, awesome day to come in and get a sewing machine.
Absolutely.
Also, Janome is giving away a couple machines this month. Come in and sign up for that. They're actually giving away a serger and a cover stitch,
Ooh.
one of each. So then, like, if you've been considering one and you didn't really want to buy one, but you want to win one,
Add
come
it
on
to
in.
your arsenal of machines.
absolutely. And then come out and check the new machines, and also just buy a long arm.
Oh my gosh. The people watching was so great. There were so many awesome quilted garments. Like I could go on forever about that. So now I need a cover stitch and
There you go.
a serger
You can do it.
to make clothes.
It'll be fun.
Anyway.
All right, that's it. We're going to go open a store. We appreciate you guys watching. Victoria, you good over there? We're ready to go? We're ready to go. All right, guys. You good?
Yes.
All
Good.
right.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.